Today we are diving into one of the most iconic aircraft ever built and one of my personal favorites, the PAE Beechcraft Bonanza G36, powered by the Reality Expansion Pack. Hello all and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I really appreciate you stopping by. My name is Dan. I'm a private pilot who hasn't flown since 1992, more commonly referred to as a rusty pilot, and that makes me a really rusty pilot. But after 27.5 years with the California Air Patrol and retiring, I found my way back to aviation and totally fallen back in love with it all over again. So my goal is to get back into the real world cockpit, explore this beautiful country and skies with my wife riding in the right seat. However, while I'm waiting on my FAA third class medical, I have been utilizing XPlane to knock off some of the rust, running through checklists, brushing up on procedures, and flying some aircraft that I'll never fly in the real world, such as the Airbus A320 and various other aircraft just like that. But just having some fun doing it. So if you're new to this, again, thank you for stopping by. With that being said, if you're enjoying so far, we really appreciate a like. That'd be cool. You can like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. It would be even better. That'd be awesome. I would really appreciate that. Comments are really much appreciated as well. With my little spiel there out of the way, let's get on with this. We are, just like I said, diving into the Beechcraft G36 Bonanza. This in particular is the PAE, Papa Alpha Echo, Beechcraft Bonanza G36. It's powered by the Reality Expansion Pack in partnership with Simcoders. I've flown it a few times and I'm absolutely loving it. So hopefully if you're watching this video, I can help you out a little bit, decide if you're going to want to purchase this thing or not and use it in your sim. This is definitely, as they make the claim on their website and on the XPlane store. Definitely, it is a study level simulation. It's GA at its finest. The actual G36 Bonanza did roll out in 1968 as a six-seater. It's powered by the Continental IO 550 engine that cranks out 300 horsepower. So yes, it does basically move, because you did where you need to go pretty quickly. And you're looking at a cruise speed of around 169 knots, which comes out to about 195 miles per hour. The service ceiling is 18,500 feet. They did incorporate the G1000 glass cockpit. I think it was in 2005 is what I read. It gives it that modern edge and obviously helps the aircraft stay relevant with the new technology nowadays. So with that all being said, let's jump into this thing. Let's take a look at it, and I'll give you my opinion, what I think. All right, so yeah, PAE and Simcoders did a solid job on the visuals on this thing. On the 3D model, it holds up very well. The textures are all pretty clean, and the wear on it's pretty subtle. You can interact with a lot of elements inside and outside the aircraft, so if it's clickable, it's functional. Taking a look at it, this particular livery is beautiful. And with that being said, a quick little excerpt here. I have not been able to change the tail number on it. I've been doing my best using a program called GIMP to redo the end number to November 2 Bravo Golf. If anybody is an expert at GIMP, I would really appreciate some helpful tips. That'd be really cool. I'd appreciate that. Leave me a comment if you can. The issues I'm having is just I'm being able to get rid of the actual end number, but you can still see an outline of the end number in white after I do that. So I don't know. I finally just gave up on it. Maybe I'll learn a little more on that a little later, and I'll figure that out. Ooh, that guy just had a hard landing back there. You can see the smoke. So anyways, again, detail, it's really looking good. You look at the landing gear here, the prop, the landing light, the taxi lights, everything looks really nice and sharp. So let's jump into the cockpit and take a look at that. Cockpit looks really nice. The G1000 suite. You got an air conditioning unit in this aircraft. Bringing these yokes back up. The yokes look pretty good. Very detailed. Zoom in just a little more. All your switches, circuit breakers, everything's looking good. You can pull circuit breakers. And yeah, it looks good. Let's take a look at the rear of the aircraft, the passenger compartment. You got two seats facing forward and two facing aft, so you got that kind of configuration going on here. I'm not sure if you can change the seat configuration. I'd have to look into that. Little coffee table, little table for you, for your passengers to have their drinks on and do whatever they want to do. The Avi tab here, it's on the seat. Throw that back up on there. If you're into using the Avi tab, there you go. Hit the home button and it just throws it back on the seat. So pretty cool. I really like it. It looks good. With all that being said, my goal for this video is hopefully it's going to come out to be not too long of a video. I'm going to edit through a lot of the checklists, startup procedures, and things like that, run-ups, get through that. I just wanted to show you the aircraft, tell you what I thought about it, to maybe help you make a decision if you want to purchase it or not. And so we're just going to fly in the general area here. We are at Tri-Cities, Tennessee, my home airport. That's Kilo Tango Romeo, India, up in northeast Tennessee. So we'll take her up just for a brief little quick spin around the area and then come on back in, hopefully make a nice landing. Yeah, so again, starting the Bonanza here, everything is with the Reality Expansion Pack is pretty realistic. It's more than just your checklist flow. You got to watch your temps, manage your fuel correctly, and yes, if you do flood the engine, you'll need to clear it. The Reality Expansion Pack simulates spark plug foulings, hot starts, vapor locks. It really makes you feel as if you're in the real-world cockpit. You can bring up the maintenance log, which I'll do here for you. I'm going to go through the menu here, the plugins, as opposed to the side menu. Maintenance log, here she is. I got to pop that out, and you can just go through the pages, check everything. It does save, as far as I know, saves each livery on its own. It saves its own maintenance log, so you got to be careful what you do with the aircraft. But you're able to reset everything here as well on this last page. So pretty neat. Get rid of that. Yeah, so after showing you the maintenance manual there, that portion, let's. They do have the walk-around portion. It's a little different than the some of the other Reality Expansion Packs. You don't control your walking around the aircraft. You kind of go through the checklist here. So let me bring that up. I'll show you. Pop that out. So yeah, it starts here. You're going to click the next button. We're going to jump outside. So now it jumps outside. And this is where you interact once you finally get to the empennage here. Check elevator, you keep abreast. Elevator's looking good. Check the rudder. Good. Toggle the tie downs, which I already did earlier. That's gone. You're checking the side of the aircraft. We're checking the flaps. Left aileron. And such. And yeah, we'll go through the whole thing. You can go through it. Pretty cool. Toggle the pitot tube cover, which I already did. I've taken that off. And then it does your fuel check for you as well. You can take a look at the fuel. Make sure there's no contamination. So pretty cool. We'll jump back out of that. Back into the cockpit. And yeah, let me get this thing started. I'm going to toggle all the static display or static elements since I didn't do that earlier. Get rid of them, and we'll get this thing started and get up in the sky. And clear prop. There she goes. Beautiful, beautiful sound. Back down to about 1,000 RPMs. All right, we are ready to taxi. I did not mention before, I believe every livery saves its own file for as far as maintenance and fuel and things like that. So what I have noticed is, yes, my fuel does diminish like it should on every flight, of course. But the next time I start this up, next time I loaded it up, the fuel was left where I left it off at the last time. So you gotta check. Yeah, you gotta check your oil levels, everything like that, just to make sure before each flight that you're good to go, just like in the real world. So pretty cool. Let's taxi on over to the runway. I'll do my run up. We'll skip through that, or I'll edit that out, and we'll get to get this thing in the sky and see how she flies. Alrighty. As we are taxiing here, just a quick disclaimer, I am not using any kind of ATC in this flight. This is just a quick flight, again, to demonstrate this aircraft. So yeah, we're not going to do any kind of ATC stuff. It's going to be just, a lot of stuff is not going to be, we're not going to be doing like I would be doing in the real world, obviously, or like anybody would be doing in the real world. So we're just going to kind of play it by ear and just do it how I like. I'll explain a little bit more here in a second. Let's get through this run up. Alrighty. So we'll be taking off from runway 23. Another disclaimer is I've never flown a Bonanza in real life. I hope to someday. If there are any real Bonanza pilots that happen to come across this video, I would really appreciate your opinion on the Bonanza and what you think about if you're a sim pilot as well. You know, if you use it for training or anything like that, that'd be really cool to hear from you. I appreciate that. And with that being said, okay, we are clear. We'll just pretend that we've got clearance from the tower, and let's head on out to 2-3 and get this bad boy in the area. I really do enjoy the sounds on this aircraft as well. It sounds really, really good. Runway 23, finals clear. 23 confirmed on the pavement. Runway heading is set in my heading bug. Strobes are on. And let's just bring her to a stop for a second. Double check everything else. Altimeter's altimeting. And yeah, we're good to go. Let's power coming up. Power is set and achieved. All engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. Looking for 70. 70, rotate. She's up. And no usable runway left. Tap the brakes. And gear coming up. Looking good. I really love flying this thing. Alright, let me set the autopilot just for now. On heading mode, vertical speed. I'm just going to climb up to 4,500 feet. Stay on runway heading. Everything's looking good. Yeah, so there you go. Nice, easy little departure. The flight model on this thing, the aesthetics, everything, it's not just, you know, it's not just eye candy. I mean, it looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I think it feels legit. Again, I couldn't tell you a comparison to the real world, but I think it's probably as close as it gets. I know they in the sim world, I know they do a good job when they do these reality expansion packs. They do their research and whatnot, and so I think it's definitely a big step up from your usual default generation about that. There are, you can have it, just like some of the other aircraft, you can have it set up so you have emergency situations arise while you're flying. So the emergency training, it's built in as best you can get in a sim. You can simulate different things, alternator failures, fuel starvation. Well, obviously that's an easy one to simulate. Electrical issues. Then you follow checklists and troubleshoot, and hopefully get her down on the ground safely. Bring up the checklist here. Again, let me bring it off from my side display. Get it clearing for you guys. So here we go. Pop it out. Click on the emergency. As you see, engine fire on the ground, propeller overspeed, electrical smoke fire, emergency descent, all this good stuff. And yeah, of course, you have normal operation checklist as well. I do use ForeFlight, so I have my checklist all in ForeFlight. And what I may do is just match my ForeFlight checklist up to this one here for this aircraft. So there you go for that. Pretty cool. We'll take a look at the manual gear extension real quick. I'll just show you where that's at. Back here, I've already uncovered it from earlier. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Uncover it. Here's your crank handle. And you just bring it out. And you bring it out, and basically you click the button. Click here, it'll turn 1 revolution. I'm not sure if you keep moving it, but I was just clicking it multiple times to get it to, for the gear to come down. So pretty cool about that. Let's turn this thing around, and I'm going to hand fly this bad boy. Let's bring her back in for a nice, hopefully smooth landing. Go over my final thoughts on this aircraft. It's a beautiful day. This is real world weather. We're going to make left traffic on runway 23. Okay, so as we're entering on the 45 for runway 23. Gear coming down. First launch of flaps. Turn to base. And turn to final. Flaps. Gas is good, 3 green. Make sure prop we're good. Power's coming back. Power back, coming back to idle. Transition. Go. Nose is coming down. And we're on the brakes. Nice and easy. A little easier than that. Can get back here to this exit. Perfect. Get off this other runway. Welcome back to Tri-Cities, Tennessee. Get off the runway and I'll give you my final thoughts on this bad boy. Oh, I love the sound of this engine. Okay, while we're doing that, flaps can come up. Delta there in front of us looks like a 737. They normally do not fly the 737 into Tri-Cities. They're usually flying the CRJ 900, I think, is what they usually fly into here. Okay, we're going to taxi on over to Tri-Cities Aviation. So there you have it. Quick little flight, just out and about. Come right back in. The Reality Expansion Pack by PAE and Simcoders. Bonanza G36. I don't believe it's just another sim plane. I think it's the real deal, if you ask me. It'd be really cool to find out from somebody that knows both, has flown in the real world. But if you're serious, a serious simmer, serious about flying, managing systems, learning the ropes onto this aircraft, it's definitely, I say yes, go for it, purchase this thing. I love the way it flies. If you can't fly Bonanza in the real life, then I guess this is probably as close as it's going to get. With all that being said, this one has definitely earned the spot in my little virtual hangar of XPlane, and it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. So that's my personal opinion on it. If you've stuck around this entire video, I super appreciate it. That's awesome. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, throw me a comment. I would really super appreciate that. And I'm not just saying that, but I really think it'd be really cool. So yeah, with that, I'm just going to line it up right here next to this aircraft. I don't want to get too close. This other Bonanza. And with that being said, if it did help you out, cool. That's awesome. And just have a blessed, wonderful day. Fly safe in the sim world or in the real world. Have fun, and we will see ya. Make sure your idle cut off. Beautiful. Close these cowl flaps. Good. Control locks will be installed. Wheel chocks and wing tie downs will be installed as well. Parking brake will be released. Outstanding. We'll see ya.